Hey, how's it going? Vladimir Donis here. So, hey, today I'm coming to you with day number 12 of my 30-day video challenge. But before I get into the content, in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be hosting a workshop, and the workshop is going to be designed to help you to create a marketing funnel that's going to include and that's going to involve my framework, my micro commitment framework. I'm going to share via that 2-day workshop how you can go ahead and create a marketing funnel that includes that process so that way you can go ahead and gain leads and make sales. So I'm going to focus on two types of conversion. I'm going to focus on two types of funnel, a lead generation funnel and also a sales funnel as well. Depending on where you are consuming this content, I'm going to leave a link somewhere around this video and or somewhere in the comment section of this content so that way you can go ahead and get the details of that information and of the class. All right, so day number 12, I'm coming to you today with day number 12 inside of a 30-day video challenge. And the thing that I want to talk about today is I want to talk about what to do after you generate a lead. Generating a lead is one of the first steps inside of a marketing process, but it's not always an easy step, right? To go ahead and get someone to the point where they engage with you and get them to the point where they provide you with their contact information. That is not always an easy thing. So what I like to do, let me go ahead and use an analogy. And the analogy that I would like to use is I like to use dating slash dancing. My first business was about dating and dancing. So I'm going to use that analogy as it relates to telling you and explaining to you what you should do after you generate a lead. So inside of I'm of Haitian descent, in case you don't already know, and inside of the Haitian community, one of the things that we do when we think about nightlife, when we think about nightclub, when we think about, dancing, is our type of music is called compa. So what happens is that individuals who desire to go out dancing, when they go and go watch their favorite band. And there's just a lot of people, as with any type of nightlife, right? There's a lot of people that goes there. And, when they go there, the theme or the style of music that's played there is compa. You go there, you go watch your favorite band. Your favorite band sometimes comes with a couple of different bands, and you go when you have, a good time. Well, for, a young man, one of the things that's probably going to happen, right? I remember just writing some stuff about this, many, many years ago. One of the things that's going to happen if you are a, young man, there's probably going to be a young lady there that catches your attention, right? So you just entered the club. You're in the club, you're having some drink, let's just say you're having some Sprite, right? Just for the sake of this conversation, you're having some Sprite and you are, you're single, you're having some Sprite, and a young lady catches your attention. And you say to yourself, you know what, this person just caught my attention. One of the things that I would like to do before the end of the night is I would like to approach this young lady and introduce myself, not only introduce myself, but I would like to ask her for a dance. So you work up the courage. You walk up to this young lady, you introduce yourself, you say, hey, my name is X, Y, and Z, and I would like to have a dance with you, right? And for whatever reason, this young lady says yes. So that in itself is an accomplishment, right? Because you could have approached this person and this person could have said no, that they're not interested. Because when people, attend these type of events, it doesn't always mean that they're interested in dancing with you. They may not necessarily be interested in dancing with you because they may not like you, or they may not be interested in doing that. So that in itself, when the person says, yes, I am open to dancing with you, in this case, that's a micro commitment. So let's just compare that. Let's just say that that's a lead, right? For whatever reason, I'll make that analogy. I don't know if that's a great analogy or not, but that's the analogy that I'm making. So now all of a sudden, this young lady says yes, to you. And again, you've been checking this person out for, quite some time. And you know that at least based on physical appearance, and at least based on what you see, you have a certain level of interest in this individual. So now all of a sudden, you guys start to dance, and you dance 2 songs. Let's just say you dance 2 songs. The Haitian songs are usually pretty long. Some of them are 2 minutes, some of them are 3 minutes. And let's just say this person tolerates you enough to the point where they dance 2 songs with you. Well, you have 2 different options at this point. Option number 1, you can say to yourself, okay, this person just danced with me twice, so there's a certain level of interest. So I am going to, reconnect back with her at some point tonight, so that way I can ask her for her number. So that's one thought process. And in a second thought process, you can say, hey, you know what? I don't know, if I'm going to be able to, see this person again. I don't know when she's going to be leaving, so on and so forth. So let me go ahead and ask her for her number, right away. So I would say the best option is, in this case, right, what to do, what to do after you generate, interest. I would say the best thing is to ask her for her number, right away. And the reason why you want to do that, because you just don't know what's going to, happen. This person could be transitioning. You may not see her again for the rest of the night. A lot of different things can happen. So you may as well, if you're interested in this person and you desire to take the next step with them, you may as well ask them for their number, right away. That's just my, my frame of thought as it relates to this analogy that I'm using. Well, going back to the business analogy, the same thing is true as well. If I just ran the marketing campaign and that marketing campaign got, I don't know, 4,000 views, and out of the 4,000 views, I got, I don't know, 5 people that provided me with their contact information. Well, that in itself, right, those 4 people just provided me with their contact information to become a lead. And what is a lead? A lead is essentially someone that just says, hey, you know what, I am interested in the guide and the resource and the information that you're providing me. If I just created a free resource and a free guide for that person that says, hey, free resource and free guide is going to show you how to connect with the woman on the dance floor. Let's just say, using a dating analogy, I just created this free guide and this free resource. I'm going to say, hey, this free guide is going to show you how to connect with the woman on the dance floor. So they go to my landing page, they provide me with their name and their email address. When they arrive to the second page of my marketing process, or the second page of my marketing funnel, I'm going to immediately invite them to the next step. I'm going to do 2 things. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, thank you, congratulations on requesting access to this free guide and this free resource. It's going to most certainly give you the things that you need to do to be able to connect with a male or a female on the dance floor. All you need to do is just check your email address. When you check your email address, that information will be available to you. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to acknowledge them. I'm going to say, congratulations on gaining access to this free resource, this free guide. This is what it's going to do for you. And I'm going to tell them, just go to your email address. And when you go to your email address, you're going to be able to gain access to this free information. So that's the first thing that I'm going to say. The second thing I'm going to tell them on that same exact page, though, is I'm going to say to them, I'm going to say, by the way, I created a free app, and what that free app is going to do is that free app has other people who like to dance, other people who like music, and it's a great place for you to go ahead and connect with those individuals. So I'm going to invite them to, whatever my next step is right away. You may say, why are you doing that so soon? I'm doing that so soon because of attention. I'm doing that so soon because I don't know how much longer, I don't know if this person is going to be able to find that solution somewhere else after they leave that page, right? In essence, you're solving a problem when someone becomes a lead. So if you are solving that problem, you may be solving that problem at a micro level. You might as well solve that problem, if you can, for them at a macro level. Going back to the analogy, the analogy of, the young man who was out on the dance floor and approached the young lady, right? You just had the opportunity to ask this young lady for her phone number and you don't do so. Well, what if this person could be single, right? So we're just using all hypothetical situation. This person could be single and this person could be open to dating. If that person is indeed open to dating, you didn't ask them. Now someone else asked them. You just missed that opportunity, right? So you want to go ahead and just invite people to whatever the next step is, because a lead is just a lead. A lead is not the final conversion. A lead is just one conversion, and you want to get to the final conversion as quickly as possible. Again, because attention span, someone just provided you with their email address. They ended up on the second page of your marketing funnel, of your marketing process. Invite them to the next step of your funnel right away. Thank them and acknowledge them for taking that step. And then the next thing you want to go ahead and say, hey, here's the next thing that I have for you, and here's how that next thing is going to help you to solve your problem. So that's what you can do as it relates to the next step in your marketing funnel, and that's what you can do after someone becomes a lead. Again, I am going to be hosting a 2-day workshop whereby I share with you how to use the micro commitment strategy. I was introduced to, and I've been using a micro commitment strategy to build marketing funnels since 2016. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hosting a 2-day workshop whereby I share with you how you can go ahead and use that framework to develop and to create a marketing funnel. Again, I'm going to leave, depending on where you're consuming this at, I'm going to leave a link somewhere around this page or somewhere in the comment section that allows you to register and get the details for that 2-day workshop. That's all I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.